Hello and welcome back to the Shades of India from here at the Red Fort in Delhi, which has witnessed, as we know, some of India's most historic moments. And in recent weeks, it's witnessed protests over the new Citizenship Act, which has left India at a historic crossroads. It's divided India ideologically. Beyond the bold headlines, beyond the fine print, this is about the kind of India we want. And what is the kind of India we want? Some views, some voices.
Under the ramparts of the iconic Red Fort, thousands gathered for a protest march. A mix of students, activists and local residents have banded together, united in their rejection of the Citizenship Amendment Bill, passed by the government in the just concluded winter session of Parliament.
हमें इस इशू को हिंदू मुस्लिम नहीं बनाना है, इससे हमें दूर रखना, क्योंकि ये इशू एक सिटीजन अमेंडमेंट एक्ट जो है ये एक जेन्युइन आम लोगों का इशू है। इसमें आप देखेंगे जो लोग इन्वॉल्व हैं, जो लोग प्रभावित हुए हैं, जो लोग इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान हैं। असम के अंदर एनआरसी हुआ, उसमें क्या 15 लाख लोग इन्वॉल्व हुए, 5 लाख लोग हमारे हिंदू भाई भी हैं।
अरे हिंदू मुस्लिम एक है, हिंदू मुस्लिम एक है।
This is no NRC and no CAA. We don't want this. We don't want our country to be divided. He wants that. कि हम बस लड़ते हैं और कुछ काम नहीं है हमारा.
However powerful you are, you cannot subvert the constitution, you cannot go against it. So if it means we have to come down on the streets and protest against the government, override it, then we will. Because we are united in this, and CAA and NRC are just, going against the constitution, and we won't let that happen.
All the other communities will get citizenship due to CAA, but Muslims will be made to stand in queues, made to verify their documents, and if they do not have documents, they'll be thrown out. And there are many people who genuinely do not have documents. They are citizens of India.
Definitely the students are secular enough, and we are learning constitution well. So we are secular, not about the government. We do not know about them, but we are secular. So that's the reason we are protesting against them.
We are the citizens of this country. We are being detained. We are not protesting against it. We are peaceful. But we are still being detained. And you saw how roughly they were putting in the men. There is no need for that roughness. That roughness is just for show. It's muscle power. That is what the problem is.
But the police swung into action soon, detaining well-known anti-establishment voices, shutting down the internet and dispersing protesters.
हम लोगों ने प्लान ऐसा करा था कि बिल्कुल पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे यहाँ पे। गवर्नमेंट ने भले ही आर्टिकल 144 लगा दी, ये हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट है कि हम प्रोटेस्ट करें अपने हक के लिए, अपने लड़ाई के लिए। हमारा पेपर है, मंडे को पेपर छोड़ के हम आए हैं यहाँ पर। तैयारी करनी चाहिए हमें, और हमारे पास इतना नहीं है, हमारे पास अकल है, हम लिटरेट्स हैं। और जामिया के जो स्टूडेंट जो खड़े हुए हैं, वो कोई आप जामिया की रैंकिंग चेक करें, मास मीडिया कम्युनिकेशन आप तो जानते होंगे नंबर 1 पे आता है। और हमारा हक है ये, हम पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे, और ये गवर्नमेंट को ये कैब बिल और ये एनआरसी हटाना चाहिए, बिल्कुल हटाना चाहिए।
This step is a revolutionary step because our government, our fascist government, is being exposed to this world. Okay, and today, not just Muslims, not just Hindus, not just Sikhs, not just Isais, not just Jains, but all of the India, each Indian citizen is stood against this bill.
चाहे पुलिस हो, चाहे कोई भी हो, रोक तो नहीं पाएंगे। कितने जने हैं ये? हम ज्यादा हैं, निकल के तो जाएंगे। अपनी बात तो रखनी है। अब भी वो कब तक बैठे रहेंगे? सुनेंगे, और इसी तरीके से सुन पाएंगे वो। अगर जो हम आराम से बैठे रहेंगे तो कैसे सुनेंगे?
These protests have been held across the country: Mumbai, Bengaluru, Ahmedabad. And one thing common to all the protests is the fact that students and youngsters are leading them from the front. A wave of protests were galvanized by what happened at the Jamia Millia Islamia University on Sunday, December 15th. In the evening that day, a bus was burnt by unknown miscreants over 2 kilometers from the Jamia campus. While cops said no students were involved in that act of arson, they stormed the Jamia campus without permission, claiming to be after miscreants who had come in. The police have been accused of firing tear gas shells, assaulting students and vandalizing the Jamia library. 200 students were left injured, and videos of the attack by the police left everyone shell-shocked.
बहुत सारे पुलिस वाले थे, करीब 50 से ज़्यादा लाइब्रेरी में घुसे थे, जिसमें से 20-25 रीडिंग रूम के अंदर घुसे थे और उतने ही बाहर खड़े थे।
अच्छा।
तो अगर हम भाग के बाहर भी आ रहे थे तो वो भी मार रहे थे। फिर मारते मारते सीढ़ियों के पास अचानक मेरा वो पैर ये निकल गया, ये तो मैं गिर गया वहीं पे मुंह के बल। फिर वहाँ पे सारे पुलिस वाले घेर के मुझे मारने लग गए, बोलने लगे कि उठ के यहाँ से भाग, तुझे आज़ादी चाहिए। मैंने कहा कि मैं नहीं उठ पा रहा हूँ, प्लीज़ मुझे मत मारो, लेकिन उनको किसी को तरस नहीं आया मेरे पे।
The police have filed an FIR that names 3 students, and the university has also filed an FIR alleging police brutality. Meanwhile, exams have been cancelled and resident students have been asked to go home. Petitions against the police action are being heard in the Delhi High Court. Despite the disruption in their lives and the highly charged and polarized politics they find themselves in the middle of, a majority of the students stick to their guns about the Citizenship Amendment Act that fast-tracked citizenship to Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains and Christians who have taken refuge in India to escape the religious persecution in Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. The bill does not recognize non-religious grounds for persecution and specifically excludes Muslims from its ambit.
अफगानिस्तान, बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान, क्या यही सिर्फ प्रताड़ित लोग हैं? बर्मा में मुसलमान प्रताड़ित नहीं है? चाइना के लोग प्रताड़ित नहीं है? क्या वो पड़ोसी देश नहीं है? और आप तो छोड़ दीजिए तमिल हिंदू, श्रीलंका में तमिल हिंदू, वो भी तो हिंदू हैं, 10 लाख के करीब हैं। आपको उनके कोई मतलब वो प्रताड़ित नहीं है, उन पे जुल्म नहीं हुआ है, सिर्फ इन्हीं को क्यों शहरियत दे रहे हैं? फिर आप चले जाइए यहाँ नेपाल के मधेसी क्या है, उन पे जुल्म नहीं हुआ है? अरे देना है तो सबको दो।
It's ironical, you name the act as Citizenship Amendment Act, and you exclude a community from that. So it's so ironical. So as students, as the people of the country, we are just as being a nationality on which our government plays the propaganda or whatsoever you can say, we are just fighting for that same reason. We are fighting for the secularism of the country.
One of the key objections to the new law lies in the fact that it violates Article 14 of the Constitution, the right to equality, that states that India will not discriminate on the basis of religion. The other objection is to the fact that, coupled with the government's stated intent of creating a nationwide NRC or National Register of Citizens, the new law may actively render many Muslims stateless.
Communities which are mentioned in Citizenship Amendment will be offered citizenship gracefully, fine, we agree with that. But what about the ones who are excluded? Detention camps, concentration camps, gas chambers? No, we can't tolerate that. We can't have that in our country. Our country has been an example of a composite culture. We want to sustain that. And this is about that sustainability of composite culture that we uphold. And we are here and we are going to be here as long as it takes.
Students say once an NRC is rolled out, a Hindu would receive automatic citizenship, but a Muslim would have to produce a set of documents proving that their grandparents lived in India before 1971.
For example, there are 2 friends. One of my friends is a Hindu and I'm a Muslim. She can't prove that she's from India by her documents, but she'll get the citizenship just because of her religion. And if I can't prove, I'll be called like I'm not an Indian. I'll be sent to detention camps. What kind of a law is this? And what kind of justice is this with Muslims? We are also a part of the country.
Today it is about Muslims, tomorrow it will be about Dalits, day after tomorrow it will be about women. One or the other person will suffer in this country. I say that we share one blood, that is humanity. We cannot chuck people into detention camps or throw out people from this country, because anybody who lives in this country belongs to this country.
While the struggle in Jamia was to preserve the secular nature of India's constitution, it was the fight to preserve linguistic and cultural identity that has had the northeastern states up in arms. 4 people have died in the agitation. Over 1,400 have been detained. The Assam Accord of 1985 had resolved a decades-old discord by setting 1971, the creation of Bangladesh, as the cut-off date to identify illegal immigrants to Assam. The CAA has reset the date at 2014, making the recently concluded NRC exercise almost redundant.
असम आंदोलन के फलस्वरूप हमें असम अकॉर्ड मिला। असम अकॉर्ड में क्लियरली स्पष्ट किया है 1971 25 मार्च के बाद जो भी आए असम में, हिंदू हो या मुसलमान हो, वो इलीगल इमिग्रेंट होगा और असम अकॉर्ड के तरीके से इलीगल इमिग्रेंट को असम से रिपोर्ट करना चाहिए। हम किसी सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट बिल को नहीं मानते, नहीं मानेंगे, नहीं मानेंगे।
In Assam and other northeastern states, the objection is not to Muslims but all illegal migrants. The popular belief is granting citizenship to refugees will render them minorities in their homeland.
The Assamese people will never, ever, ever accept the Citizenship Amendment Bill because it is going to put us in grave danger. It is going to put our language into grave danger. And it is also going to bring a big demographic disadvantages to the Assamese people.
On August 31st, 2019, when the final draft of the Assam NRC was published, over 19 lakh people found that they were no longer considered citizens of India. In January 1948, Jawaharlal Nehru stood in Aligarh Muslim University and promised young Muslims that they would always have a home in India. In 2019, hours after the police action in Jamia, UP police stormed the AMU gates. Students alleged they were beaten, their property destroyed, and tear gas used inside hostel rooms. They were asked to vacate their hostels, and many of them are said to be stranded. Maskur Ahmad Usmani, the former president of the AMU Students' Union, said they will continue their resistance.
5 से 6 घंटे तक लगातार कैंपस में घुस के और जिस तरह से आरएफ के लोग गालियां दे रहे हैं, माँ बहन की गालियां दे रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स को और उसके बाद फायर कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद आंसू गैस की गोले फेंक रहे हैं, ये इस बात को बताता है कि आप स्टूडेंट से कितनी नफरत करते हैं। क्या आपने यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को सरहदें मान ली हैं कि यहाँ पे अगर आप एजिटेशन कम कर देंगे तो क्या सब कुछ सही हो जाएगा? ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। अगर आप किसी भी तरह का कॉम्युनल बिल लाते हैं, किसी तरह कॉम्युनल कानून लाते हैं और ऐसा कानून लाते हैं जो हिंदुस्तान के संविधान पे खतरा है, तो हम उसके लिए लड़ाई लड़ेंगे।
It was never about Muslims. It was never about Muslims. It is not about Muslims. It's about us. There is not they and us. It is just one unity which we want to maintain in the beautiful diversity which has been maintained for last 70 years. We are not gonna challenge them with muscle power. All we are going to do, we are going to stay here, whatever it takes. And we never ever planned a violent protest. Violence is not for us. We are going to continue sustain the non-violent peaceful protest which we have started.
In the new year, don't we want to turn over a new page and leave these disputes behind and get on with it? Quick break now and then let's see how Bollywood is getting on with it. Hello again, welcome back. Just in time to join some stars in Bollywood, some that we get to see, some that we don't, who are just as starry. Rajiv Masan brings them together.
When, for whatever reason, you're not able to cry on set, when in the moment, it's taking you time to get into the character, is there a lot of pressure that you're keeping a unit waiting? I mean, do you feel, because of your lack of being able to summon up the emotion?
I think that's the reason why I, not like 3 takes se zyada nahi dungi, but it's because I come fully ready to just vomit it out. Like in Anubhav Sinha's words, मैं खर्च हो जाती हूँ.
Right.
I think I don't have a process actually. At times, my first or second take, you know, like when you give a good take, there's a feeling.
Yeah, you know it.
Like there's this, it's orgasmic.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
Right?
got it.
It is. And you just know it. And at times you can't reach it. And it's so frustrating because you're like, why am I not feeling it? But you have to succumb, yeah, like, you know,
I'm no
maybe
longer
the
thinking about you
directors
giving a
feel-
take.
But I think, you know, what I did, what earlier I would put so much pressure on myself. Oh my God, there's so many people waiting. But what I didn't realize is that because I'm not thinking about my scene and my character at that point, I'm taking unnecessary pressure. I need to disconnect.
Right.
The moment I disconnect and I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm in that moment, things will happen, and at times it is okay to not reach where you...
And we're playing with emotions,
Right,
yeah.
right,
So
right.
it's sometimes
It's not pressing
just do.
buttons.
अब 10 लग रहा है, 10 लग रहा है, 1, 3, 4. I mean, I don't know, just
No, I used to take pressure, you know, a long time ago, but not anymore.
I have one more quote.
Please.
Because it's like my dad, you know, I want to just share these.
I follow him on Twitter. I love what he writes.
You can't expect any actor to believably play a human being when you don't receive any human contact from the director. Like sometimes you have to draw from yourself. And like my dad said this to you, but sometimes you cannot draw from yourself anymore. You're spent. And if the set is not, or the people around you, or your directors are not on the same emotional wavelength as you, you don't feel protected enough.
Yes.
So the performance will always be, it could be good because if the writing is good, it'll be good.
It would fall short.
But it'll fall short of the authenticity if you don't have everybody in the same plane.
No, that's true. It's an amalgamation. It's a collaboration. Everybody has
You
to
can't do it
invest.
alone.
You can't do it alone.
No performance is your performance by yourself. It's
Exactly.
everybody who's standing next to you. Some AD has to cue a music at the right time. The director has to say silence at the right time. Some words,
everything.
something like it's not existing without everybody else.
I felt that with Suresh Triveni on Tumhari Sulu.
Very important.
The entire set was in alignment with the scene.
Right.
Which then becomes so easy. So, you know, we would pack in a lot of work in a day.
Is there one film or one actor that triggered your love for the movies? Perhaps growing up, you know, watched a film, watched a performance, was a big fan of an actor and go like, I think this is it for me.
I've actually grown up watching and imitating Pooh.
Same. I am.
All the time. I'm just like, with my friends, I would just sit and imitate her all the time because we've literally, you know, grown up watching her, and that part of our childhood was like, I think it depended on her somehow. You
I
know.
still give random Pooh dialogue.
She says it
all the time, like good looks, good looks. I'm always speaking like her. But even mine was Pooh, and I love Geet from Jab We Met. I think I'm just obsessed with Bollywood in general, and Kareena.
I think for me it is Raman Raghav से नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी सर. उनका फर्स्ट सीन से लेके लास्ट तक उन्होंने शुरू में जो किया है कि वो जब 10 का टपरा रहता है ना वहाँ से उन्होंने जो बहुत स्कैरी, इतना सटल, इतना सिंपल बट साइकी वो समझ में आती है कि वो किस हद तक डरा सकते हैं बिना कुछ किए सिर्फ बैठे बैठे.
I was a huge Govinda fan.
Who isn't?
No, but I was a diehard.
Right.
Like,
I can see where the bonding with Ranveer happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened because I beat him in Govinda quiz. I always beat him.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, you're the first guy ever.
Right.
So yeah, I used to just, I used to love Govinda. I used to just watch all his films. And then then thoda jawan hua to Shah Rukh Khan. Uske baad, yeah, so that's how it was. Like Shah Rukh and Govinda, like my two. I think that's how I grew up watching them.
I wasn't really a big Bollywood or a movie buff growing up, but I watched a lot of Akshay Kumar films while growing up. And weekend meant renting a DVD and watching a Jackie Chan film. Yeah, for me.
While I was growing up, TV नहीं चलता था घर में. घर में TV नहीं चलता था.
अच्छा.
My Nana ji would make sure he would make sure I got a lot of storybooks to read, which were Nandan, Champak, Nanhe Samrat. After 4th standard, they made sure they were in English, and yeah, that's all that I would do. I never watched films up till 12th standard, and I was learning classical music, so all those things.
Well, actually, so I'm a Parsi, and I think most people know that in Parsi homes you grow up in a very Western sort of environment. So I grew up absolutely obsessed with Barbra Streisand, not only because she's the singer that the world knows is so fantastic, but because she directed, acted, produced, wrote everything that she did. And I think that it's the time in the movies now where I feel like so many amazing women are around, and they're doing what Barbra Streisand did in the 70s or whenever she did. So I think I really connect with her, and I think that she's the reason that I think it's possible to act, sing and do all of these things in the movies today.
And let's hope the stars shine bright also upon the Indian political scene. It can do with some brightening. On that hopeful note, bye for now and very best wishes for a wonderful new year ahead.